Alright, what is going on guys, Cash and Clean here, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to get wonderful aim with, console, because it's pretty hard to aim on console, and there's a lot of things that go into, like, how to get, like, really good aim with, like McCree, or just Hanzo, or Widow, or something like that. I personally don't like playing Widow, so I don't know, I just find it really hard to play Widow, but I can play, like, McCree and, like, all those other heroes, but the only thing about this is that I prefer, like, the controller I'm using right now, because I can actually aim really nice with it. I just missed the headshot, but whatever. So, and the only issue with this controller is that as you can see, like, my movement kind of stutters, and it's really annoying. Like, it's not consistent, but, like, everything here, this is consistent, so. Alright, so, this is the first thing you want to do. First, you want to get a controller that you actually enjoy, because I have two right now. And the one that I'm using right now has the movement's just absolutely fucked. So, like, it sometimes goes forward fine, but I can't, like, if I play comp, I'm gonna be moving, like, super slow and then I'll just go fast all of a sudden. And I don't want that. But my aim is fine, so I have to use my other controller, but the aim is, like, messed up on that. So, okay. Anyway, so the whole point here I'm trying to say is get a decent controller that you'll feel comfortable on. I prefer a heavy controller just so I can, like, I don't know, it just feels comfortable in my hands. The next thing you want to do is go to your options. This is going to be, like, simple things, but it's just things that help. So I prefer having high sensitivity, and you want to make sure you find one that fits you and how, like, your play style is. I'm not going to tell you that this is the settings that you have to have good aim. I don't really, like, it just depends on your preference, so I would mess around with this until, like, you wanna, like, until, like, it feels comfortable for you, like, how it's just meant for you, and then if that doesn't work, I would change your dual zone, or whatever this is, to one of these options, because you can make it go faster, or you can make it go slower, depending on what you want. So that's, like, my main concern with this, because if you can get that part down, then, like, that's perfect, because, like, right now, I like being able to turn around pretty quickly, because if, like, you're facing forward, a Tracer's behind you can easily just do that headshot or something. So, yeah, that's why I prefer high sensitivity, and my movement's actually kind of messed up now that I think about it, but I need a new controller. So, the next thing I'm going to be talking about, I should probably state in options, but you want to figure out your crosshairs. So I used to go with default, and I did this with, like, every single character, but as you can see, like, I don't want to be looking at that and an enemy at the same time. So, like, I can line up my headshot, which is pretty easy to do with this, but it kind of blocks your whole, like, a big portion of your screen. Like, it's kind of small, but if you think about it, it's kind of big, and I don't really like that, and it doesn't feel right. So what I would recommend you to change it to one that you prefer. I usually go with dot, or you can make, like, a custom one. Like, you can make a little plus sign symbol. I know a lot of PC players do that, but I prefer dot only because, like, I like having a really small, like, little thing on my screen to let me know. Oh, Destiny Zone. To let me know that, I don't even know how to explain it, but if it's, like, super small right in the middle, I know, like, where my gun's gonna aim, I know where it's gonna shoot, and I know where it's gonna end up. So I like it, like, if I can get that dot a little bit more smaller, I would, but I don't know, I kind of just whipped those shots, but I don't know, it's just what I prefer, and I like having it really small so I can, like, actually see my screen, actually, like, see what's in front of me, and then I keep it light. I can probably go for a darker color, but I prefer green. I don't know. That's just that. So once you get those figured out, my controls, like, your controls, you can do whatever you want with it. Like, if you want to, because right now, when you're using your movement thing to look, you can't, like, jump around and move at the same time. It's kind of hard to do. So you can change that around if you want to. Like, I know a lot of Genjis do that, but I just kind of keep it like this, so it's like, I don't know, that's just what I prefer. So, once you have all your option settings down, this is where the juicy part comes in. So, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so I want you to do, like, a little bit of a practice kind of thing before you actually start, like, shooting these spots. So, line up your crosshair, like, right on the head, and try to, like, keep it consistently on them as you're, like, moving around. And try to use an ability, like I'm using McCree, or you can jump around. and try to keep it like right on that head. And once you get that down, you can kind of just, I don't know, it'll feel like natural to you once you like master that. I don't even have it mastered because it's, I don't know, I find it really hard to aim on console, but this controller makes it so I can actually aim, so I don't know. It's really nice. So that's that. That's like my first little training that I usually do, depending on how it goes. So this one's a bit difficult. So what I usually do here is I usually go headshot, headshot, and if I can, I try to headshot all the bots, and then the last one over there. And then once you kind of get the hang of it, you can go through it a little bit quicker. I don't know where that bot is, but alright, so yeah. Just go around shooting headshots on these bots, but if you can't land a headshots, don't worry. Just go for body shots, as long as you can hit them. That's like the main part of this exercise. If you can go quickly hitting each bot, then you'll slowly increase your aim, because like you'll know like where to be shooting exactly. Because like if you go super quickly like that, like I can't even land headshots most. Oh, I actually got 2 headshots there, but yeah, that's that. So just do a little bit of practice like that, and your aim should be improving. And the more you play and more comfortable you get with like certain heroes, like McCree for an example, your aim will get better. Because I used to be awful at McCree. I could not aim, I couldn't do anything, and I still sometimes struggle with aiming, but like doing these things, these simple things actually help. And if you want to practice getting like headshots on like tracers or something, just like go up to a bot just randomly, flash, and try to do a quick headshot. Because when you do a simple flash, you want to like make sure you line up your headshot super quick, so you have enough time to, you know, shoot and just be done with it. So just do that. What I like to do is I aim a little bit above their head, and then when I like shoot, I go down a bit and shoot. So this is what it looks like when I do it a little bit quicker. So I start up, and then I just throw my controller, throw my movement thing down a bit. So it's like, it feels natural to me. Like I like to aim above their head, and when I like right before I'm about to shoot, if I actually am at their head, I will. But if I'm not, like if I'm right there, I'll just like adjust it as quickly as I possibly can. So hopefully those little exercises, all those tips have helped you. It definitely helped me, and that's just me. So it might be different for you. You can probably try out different training exercises. You can get the hang of like each character. Find your like character that you want to play, and then practice your you know, your aim with it. So like with Soldier, you can kind of do the same thing. You can just do burst fires. You can like move around, shoot. So that's all that's all I have for you for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next, because I'll probably end up making my next what's it called? My advanced guide. I'm gonna continue that series. So I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.